The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
As now on the Domino's Post-Game Report, I'm Adam Cavalier, joined courtside by head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, knew it was going to be tough against Lincoln Memorial. I think if I were to tell you that you're going to hold Wes Ennis to half of his season average on 3 of 11 shooting, you probably like your chances, but Elijah Freeman turned in one of the better performances this league has seen by a freshman with a 36-point day. Breakdown a game where you did some things well, but also had some moments where the ball didn't go through the hoop for your team.
First thing, credit to LMU. They went to LR last Saturday and took a loss, so they were unbelievably locked in today. We've had two really coming in today. We'd had two really quality wins ourselves, and it appeared to me that they were the more hungry, more determined team tonight. So got to give them credit for bringing their A game to Jeff City, and just really kicking our tails. As far as Wes Ennis, Elijah Freeman, you would like to think that you hold Ennis to 10, that's good. We had told our guys, let's force some of their other guys to have to do something. For Elijah Freeman to have his career day, we've seen that so many times this year, Cav. He is a freshman. The good thing is he won't be at LMU next year. As far as that goes, neither will Ennis. Those guys are mid-major level players. But man alive, what Freeman did to us tonight, the difficult shot making, golly, it speaks for itself. It just speaks for itself.
It played step for step with them, with the exception of two spurts really. The final 2 minutes of the first half, and where LMU rattled off a 7-0 run to get up 13 at the break, and then there's that 4-minute stretch around the midpoint of the second half where they scored 14 in a row. Anything change in those two runs for Lincoln Memorial?
I thought we did a really bad job, despite the fact I thought we had done in preparation a good job of letting our guys understand how really impressive LMU is in transition. I thought we got completely exposed early in the first half, and they were able to surge during that time. I also thought that, we do sort of use an enticing style of defense, and they capitalized. I mean, when you play some numbers, man, the numbers can go in your favor, or in the case tonight, they jumped up and made shots that we would sort of wish they would take, but they made them. Those things are secondary to me. The thing that was most disappointing to me isn't their runs. It's I thought we had poor follow through on scout, and even more than that, man. I thought they absolutely manhandled us. I thought we looked like boys playing with men, and that's something that was just being talked about in the locker room by our team. Like, that cannot be. We've had some other games this year where we've been physically exposed, and if we're going to be the kind of team that we hope to be, there's just got to be a greater sense of urgency and fight when we play teams that are as determined as LMU is today.
Give me a positive from today.
I liked some things I saw with Matt Bilbray. We're +9 when he's on the court. I think that's a positive. I liked our response the second half. This year they're losing when they're getting 10 points in transition. They're winning when they're getting 25. We held them to 6 transition points in the second half. I thought that was sort of a re-emphasis at half. That was positive. I was glad to see. I was glad to see Tate Mulkey getting there. I determined this game that I thought he would be a guy that could literally tell the staff for the game, I'm going to play him the first half. I think he makes some shots. He goes there and pops 2 threes for us. You're wanting me to be positive. That's great, but the reality is the 9-point loss is no indicator of what I saw. I mean, we got our butts kicked.
Yeah,
that was That was a 25-point beatdown.
The margin is hidden a little bit by the fact that they didn't make a shot from the field over the final 4.5 minutes of this game. And I think it's unbelievable they only shot 54% in the second half. The shot making in the second half for LMU, anytime you made a push, they had an answer.
Hey, man, here's the reality. They, for the better part of 15 years, have been a powerhouse. That's what they've been. Mm-hmm. We've had, in our conference, in our region, we've had our fair share of successes against them, and compared to others, we've had more than most, okay? But the reality is they are the gold standard in this conference, in this region. And, you know, we got to see what they were capable of today. I told our team, hopefully we play them 3 times this year. You know, this is the first time. Hopefully we'll play them at their place. Hopefully we play them in the tournament. So let's make sure that we're learning lessons as we go, and that's the only way we can turn. If you want a positive, that's a positive. We got data. We got the experience. We've got to build on that and find a way to be better, and be better going in our next game, which is going to be a tough one.
Yeah. You alluded to it. You head to Newberry. Earlier tip, going at 2. Women's game at noon on Saturday in some efforts to dance around the snow that's coming. Newberry's the top scoring defense in the South Atlantic Conference. Eliezer Arena is always a tough place to shoot and to play. How do you wash this one and get ready for the Wolves on Saturday?
You just got to you've asked me that question 100 times, and I'm going to have the same answer. You got to go to the next one, man. And I'll start looking at. I don't even know how Newberry did in their game tonight, but we'll start focusing on our scout and our prep for the game this Saturday. We need to have a really good couple days of practice. We know what's ahead of us. You said it; they're elite defensively. So we've got to have, and they're really physical. They're really a big, tough, physical team. So we just got to have 2 good days of practice and get ready for the next one. It's not about looking in our rearview mirror. It literally is about looking forward and looking at the next one.
Chuck, pleasure as always. We'll talk to you Saturday.
Great. Thanks, Kev.
It's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson.